we are down here again, back at it. I have replaced the bolt spring with a stiffer one, a 1.8 millimeter thick wire. It's still 60 millimeters long. It's still 22 millimeters OD, and I think it was an 18 inside diameter. So it's basically the same dimensions as the factory. It's not a shorter spring. It's same dimensions other than the wire gauge, rather than it being 1.6 millimeters, which is what the factory spring was. This one here is a little thicker. It's 1.8 millimeters. I'm hoping that this is going to address, resolve, correct, however you want to put it, the auto fire condition that I had yesterday. I had a pretty severe case of it. I do not want to get rid of the capacity in here, the volume and the cost stock. I want to maintain that. So yes, I need a stronger spring essentially to overcome that additional air volume and air pressure here. So I have the freshly pumped up 800 psi tank again, 800 output, pumped up to 3,000 capacity, and everything else is the same on it. Where we left off yesterday was I was testing this with just the 11.5 inch barrel and the 6-inch Reaper suppressor. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. If the auto fire has been corrected, we'll shoot 6 rounds of the 8.5 smashers, 8.5 gram smashers. If that works fine, we'll get some feet per second readings from the chrony on that, so that we'll have some data. Not expecting super high power on this configuration. I do have a 7.5 inch extension barrel over there that I will be putting on tonight if we get that far. If the auto fire is still an issue, then obviously we're not going to move forward until I can get yet a stronger spring. So is the hoping that this 1.8 wire size spring will be stiff enough to do the job and also not cause any other issues, which I don't think it would. But so we're going to air it up. I got the tank on. I'm going to air it up and check for leaks. We had no leaks yesterday, so it's hoping that we still don't today. So I'm going to do that first. I'll turn the digital gauge on and extend that so I can put it on my leg. And let's air it up and listen for leaks. Okay, I could hear the bolt activate, and I'm not hearing any leaks. We have 790.7. Oh, now it just jumped up to 785.9. I don't know how accurate this gauge is, but we'll let you take a look at that. Okay, so that is our working pressure right there, coming out of the regulator on the bottle, going through the gog on and off. And I am going to, before I load it, 789.6, yeah. Before I load it, I'll go ahead and put my ears in for this one. All right, with the bottle on it, it doesn't want to sit there, so let's put it this way. Let's see if we can sit it this way. You stay. All right. Motion sensor. All right, well, this is the time to see if we still have the auto fire. All right. Let's get the magazine. I got a factory magazine here of, that's the 10 gram. We'll use the same ones we did last night just to keep everything the same as what happened last night before the auto fire. So these are the The smashers, I think they're the smasher standards, which really the only difference between the standard and the XLs is their size physically. They're both like 8.5 grams. So 8.5 gram. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only got 5 in here. Okay. I wanted to do 6. I know I got a couple extra in the drawer here. At least I believe I do. Yeah, here's another standard. Smasher. XL standard. Alright, so now we're going to put that in there, and we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just want to make sure because my count's been off before, and that's enough to throw me off when I'm counting as I'm shooting. And then I'll be wasting air doing dry fires. Alright, let's check the pressure again. Haven't heard any leaks. 799.8. Magazine feels good and tight. All right. Put the laser on. We're hot, and let's see if this spring does the job for us. All right. Mag 1, shot 1, 8.5 gram smasher, standard, 800 psi. 336.8 feet per second. No auto fire. Granted, feet per second ain't that great, but no auto fire, so I'll stop from there. We can work on everything else, I suppose. All right, let's go for shot number 2. Shot number 2, 8.5 gram. What did I say the pressure was? 793. Shot number 2. Actually, I have a dead trigger. Let me degas it and see what's going on with this. Jam. I mean, it is reused ammunition, but everything looked clean when I put it in there. Nothing looks broken. Nothing looks broken there. Whoop. Wish I had more light. Okay, I don't see anything in the breech. Both rounds dropped out. The bolt, I'm not seeing the bolt. So if it was jammed forward or something, I'd be seeing that. That was weird. I mean, it was a low power shot. I wonder if my bottle, well, I mean, we had pressure there though. And we had a good amount of pressure. It was showing almost 800 or about 800. See if I can get this darn thing to lay down here. That's how I had it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me check these. Shot that one round and then the trigger just went dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 in there. All right, I'm gonna air it back up. I need to make sure this bottle's all the way on too. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't cranked all the way down, but we were getting pressure. All right, let's see what happens. And the bolt sounded good too, so. All right, gonna air it up again. Didn't have that crisp sound that you normally get when the bolt activates. I wonder if this too much tension on the spring. I mean, it ain't a massive difference, 1.6 compared to the new spring 1.8. I mean, it's not that much thicker. We got 776.9 psi, 776.9. And the Punisher, that is not living up to its name right now. All right, I am gonna try it again. 8.5 smashers. I don't know. Turn the laser back on. It was pretty low feet per second. I mean, even with that auto fire I had yesterday, it was 409 feet per second using the same weight ammo, 8.5 gram. So 781. All right, shot 2. Let's see what happens. I definitely got pressure on the trigger now. Shot 2. .339.3. All right, so I had like 2 auto fires there. Shot, then it went pop, pop, I think is what it did. So that spring's not fixing the problem. The spring's doing something different in addition to the auto fire. So back to the drawing board, folks. I think I turn this off. Well, actually, let's just let me try it one more time. I mean, what's the definition of insanity? I don't know. Let me try it one more time. All right. Well, I can't. Trigger's dead. So I would think that the bolt's trigger to be dead, the bolt must be hanging up. You know what? There's still ammo in there too, so let me turn that off. Yeah, the bolt's definitely hanging up. It's hanging up. All right, so the only other spring I have I could try is that shorter. It's also the same thickness. It's pretty sure it's 1.8 millimeters thick wire. But it's well, that whole thing's turning. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, it's the same thickness, but it's 50 millimeters, so it's shorter. It seems like this bolt's, I don't know if it's hanging up. I don't know if that's going to help at all, but back to the drawing board. Anyways, suggestions. Do I look for even yet a stiffer spring? You know, something thicker wire than 1.8 millimeter, or do I try the 50 millimeter 1.8 and see? I mean, I got it. I might as well try it. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Peace out.